Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
What's going on, people? EJ Boxing Live here. Big up to Appetite in the chat, and big up to D-Styles already chatting in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Before we start, about some of the UK channels that I feel like other people should check out. There's an interview with Andy Josh and now on Sky Sports, so I'm just going to play it here because I was just listening to it. It's quite interesting to hear his take on what happened on the fight night with Andy Ruiz. So we're going to play that, and man, then we're going to talk about the channels. All right? Peace.
Back in my first love pitch ABC, I feel good. It's a little blip, a mistake I made, and I would say that Ruiz wasn't ready to be taken out. I'm just going to add to what we already have, correct my wrongs, and look forward to the rematch because I feel it's a fight I can win.
You say add to what you've already got, so no massive changes. Rob McCracken stays. What will you do? Who will we bring in?
Rob McCracken is more to me than just a trainer. Rob McCracken is like a man who's helped me as a person, and I feel like he's really going to take me on to the person in life. And as a trainer, he's taken me from a novice to the Olympics to world champion. And I feel like there's options. One, keep it as it is. Two, add to what we already have. Or three, get rid of Bob and completely change. And I think number three, silly. Number two, we're already doing it now. Number one, we're already doing it now. Number two, to add to what we have, I feel like it can only make us a better and stronger team.
Yes, a loyalty at staying with Rob, who's been with you for so long. Which other names? Who are you thinking about bringing in as a support to Rob, or as he told you who he may want?
Yeah, Rob tells me what he wants as well. I tell Rob what I want. We're still open. I've got to reach out to George Foreman still. He's made it vocal that he wants to help, and all help right now is needed. I need to be around as much boxing people as possible because right now I need to soak in the experience and knowledge. Go watch a documentary and just soak in the boxing environment again and get that passion back and realize that I'm not interested in this fighter, that fighter. The only fighter I'm interested in right now is Ruiz and beating him good so I can get those belts back.
And it is getting the passion back. You say it's a blip, but was it more than that you were really unhappy with your performance, so that you need to rejuvenate your whole self in boxing terms?
Yeah, man, 100%. Like, the only guys I should be fighting are the best in the world. And if I want to win every battle, I shouldn't step in the ring. It's a tough battle. I got beat that night, but I feel good enough and I feel I can correct my wrongs. Done it before in the past. I've come from a tough background and I've built myself to now. Ruiz beating me isn't near as anything as difficult to what I've been through. So I know it's a challenge I can overcome, and I know it's one I can win, and I can't wait for that rematch.
You question how good you are, how good you did it.
Yeah, after I lost, I said, man, am I good enough? But then I asked myself, if I lack in skill, I'm going to build up my fitness. If I lack in fit, I'm going to build up my skill. So where I am not so good in, I'm going to add in different aspects, and that way I can become a full 360 fighter. But at the minute, I can just run through fighters, boom, hooks, or right hands, and they go down. And the question is, when they start throwing back, defend, counter, slipping shots, so I'm going to start adding different aspects. This is my chance to add everything I've done years back.
Now, where's it going to be? When's it going to be? We're talking about venues, and it looks like either the UK or somewhere maybe iconic, somewhere maybe different, somewhere neutral possibly. I know Ruiz doesn't really want to come to Britain. I think America's been ruled out. What can you tell us?
Ruiz, I see him doing a lot of talking about what he wants, but he don't call the shots in that sense. It's a team effort. But it's fine. I don't mind fighting in America. I've done it before. And I'd love to fight here because I had no reason to go in the first place. I went there off my own back. So for the rematch now, I would love it to be in Cardiff. However, it's going to be on neutral grounds. Ruiz is the champ, so he will kind of make some calls as well in that situation. But I'm going to, battle for it to be in the UK because it's my stomping ground. I've done one out there, so let's do the rematch here. And I think it'll be amazing before the year's out, and I'll definitely be having a lovely New Year's with my family.
Do you think having it in the UK gives you a slight psychological advantage, dragging into wet Cardiff and having the 80,000? Do you think that's what gives you the best chance of winning this fight? Because you have to win it, don't you?
You have to win it. You've got two ends of it. There's one, I'll fight in Tijuana, and Ruiz's uncle could be the referee, and I still whoop him. Do you know what I mean? It don't matter to me where it is. There's that aspect. But then there's the other aspect of The British fans that have been riding with me from day one want to see me get them belts back. And I'll never forget in the Olympics when I walked out, I tried to block out the energy in that room. It was the worst thing because I was fighting a battle that I couldn't win. So walking out in Cardiff in front of 70, 80, 90,000 people screaming and rooting for you to win, that type of energy that goes through your body is unstoppable. And I think that could give me that little bit of edge I need to win those belts.
When's a decision due?
You know what I've done, Adam? I've taken a step back from the business. So the decisions are due when the decision is due, and I leave that to the decision makers. What I need to focus on now is my training. So I know there's a rematch. I know it's going to be this year. Wherever it is, will be on neutral grounds. I want Ruiz to have a say. He's a champ. I want to fight here. He wants to fight elsewhere. We'll fight on neutral grounds, no problem. But what it is for me is that I'm just focusing solely on beating Ruiz. I'm not interested in when it has to be made. As I said, it can be in Tijuana. I don't mind where it could be. Could be here in Finchley. I don't have a problem. I just want to focus on getting those belts back.
What the risk was, you wanted it. You didn't want to warm up somebody else. That you believe is the right decision to go back in, try and get all the treasure back, and try and get on top of the world again straight away.
100%. And anyone who tells me different, they ain't cut from the same cloth as me. They ain't true warriors. Anyone who's like, oh, you should go and have a warm-up fight. Who's my warm-up fight going to be? Usyk, Ortiz, Dylan White. These are top-level boxers, and I've got the chance to fight for the heavyweight championship right in front of me. I don't fight, B-class heavyweights. I'm fighting the best in the world. So I'm going straight for them titles, and that's the guy I want, Ruiz. He's got what I want, the titles. So let's get it on.
Throughout your whole career, we've had so many terrific stories. Now, how important is this in your gut, in your mind? When you sleep at night, is this the most important now?
It's a fight I know I can win, and that's what makes it important, because I know I can win. What makes it even more important is how I prepare for this fight. And that's why when I looked at my options of what we need to do as a team, is whether we keep it the same, add to what we have, or got rid of it. I thought that option 2 was the best because I'm only a product of what I'm taught in the gym. Yeah. And I want to add to what I have. So when I go to fight Ruiz in the rematch, he's going to assume that that was the best Anthony Joshua in the ring. And I think I fought the best Ruiz in the ring that night. But when I come for that rematch, he's going to be dealing with a completely different beast.
But he's beaten you once, he could beat you again.
That's the thing, and that's what makes the rematch so important.
Compelling, isn't it, this sport?
I love it. You know what? Me and Anna were talking earlier, and we're just saying, like, from winning the British title to the World Championships to unifying twice and stuff, it's just been so many defining moments. Even losing in MSG was a defining moment, and we're about to put it right before this year out, and it's going to be a hell of a year.
Venue in a day coming soon. Be back up to Sheffield, back with Rob McCracken and business, but really important business this time.
100%. As I said, I want to be the fittest man in the ring, the most skillful, and the hungriest man in that ring. And I feel like with those 3 elements combined, I should walk out victorious.
Anthony, great to see you. Fantastic. Looking in great shape already, actually. Training camp, I'm sure, will start very soon. So a venue and a date will be confirmed, I guess, in the coming days. I think we're looking back end of the year, probably December. Don't miss the exclusive interview as well with Anna and AJ coming up in the next few weeks. It's one not to miss. Anthony Joshua is back.